My junior photographer experience. What sports teams do you like? For me and my family, we like Carolina. I have been a huge fan of North Carolina since I was in my mother's womb. That was about 14 years ago. When I was 8 years old, my grandpa decided to sign me up for this event called the Carolina Kids Club. And it goes until age 13, so this is my final year. And basically what it is, you get to have special opportunities that include Carolina basketball. Sometimes you win free food at the games. Sometimes you get a free t-shirt. And also you get to put your name in a raffle that if you win, you get to be the junior photographer for a Carolina home game. Now, I was selected to be the junior photographer on January 20th, 2018. And I was especially excited because it was against Georgia Tech, which is an ACC rival. And it was on a Saturday at 2 o'clock, so it was a packed house, you could say. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm wearing this tag. This is what they gave me when I had to sit down there at the game. You see, it says Georgia Tech, Max Simple, Kids Marketing. And I was like walking through the stands like I was the coolest kid ever. I was walking them, making sure they knew I was going to go sit on the floor. And I was just like feeling I was on top of the world and everything. So you had to bring your own camera. But my mom thought it was a good idea to put the extra big zoom lens on the camera because I don't know how she thought I was going to be close to the game. But I was sitting down there right beside the goal, and it worked when the game was down on the other side because the zoom lens worked just perfectly. But when the game was on this side, it was hard to even get a picture of them. So it kind of was a win-lose kind of. When I was down there about 10 minutes before the game started, and there's this one guy beside me he must be a professional photographer because he had like a 2-foot-long camera with all the gadgets and everything. And he leaned over, and he was talking to me, and he introduced himself to me, and he said, "Max, you know what?" And I was like, "What?" And he said, "Justin Jackson's going to be coming at halftime." Now, Justin Jackson played on the Carolina basketball team last year and brought our team to the national championship and helped us win it all. So he's like the hero, you could say. And it was especially exciting because he was coming to retire his jersey. Now that is only for the best of the best. There's only about 30 jerseys that hang in the rafters of all time for Carolina. And he was coming and he was going to retire his jersey. So at halftime, I'm with about 10 other camera guys, and they all go out there on one knee, and they're all like taking all these pictures. And he's like, "Come on." So I go out there and I feel so out of place. Like I didn't even know how to use a camera 2 days ago. And I'm out here like I'm a professional photographer. But I got some nice pictures of him holding up his jersey and stuff, and it was a very special moment for me, especially that I got to be out there in that time. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Georgia Tech was down by about 10 points at halftime. And at the start of the second half, you could tell they were playing with different intensity. They wanted to win the game. And I especially remember this number 34 guy. He was about 6'8", 250 pounds. He played for Georgia Tech. And he wasn't fooling around or anything. He wanted to win this game. This was going to be a big game for them. And I remember our point guard went down the lane to try to get a layup, but he blocked him. But it clearly went out on us. But they caught it out on him. And I remember he looked like an angry monster. His face got red. He was full of rage. And he stomped over to the ref, grabbed him on the shoulders, because he was like this much taller than him. And he grabbed him on the shoulders, and he started cussing at him and yelling at him, pointing his fingers. And this was like 2 feet in front of me. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And all of a sudden, all the Carolina fans are starting to like boo and like eject him and all this stuff. These guys are all crazy, you know. And this Georgia Tech guy, he's just trying to like prove his case. Like he knows that they want the ball, but they keep it Carolina ball, and everyone's booing at him. So the rest of the game, whenever he touched the ball, everyone was booing at him. I kind of felt bad for him, but that's just the will. That's just how much he wanted to win. I loved this game so much because it was so dramatic. I felt like I would not remember it if nothing really happened. I mean, I probably won't remember one of our guys hitting a 3, but I will never forget number 34 stomping over there like a monster and looking down on the ref. And I just feel like that's the most important to me, just the experience, having that experience that I will never forget. Going to the junior photographer game was awesome, crazy, kind of nerve-wracking at some points, but overall I had an awesome time. Thank you.
Max, hit Neil, write your stuff.